Good afternoon. So we are back, third episode, lessons from Gran Turismo movie. Guys, there is a concept I want to bring to you right now. You might have heard before, you might have never heard before, but the concept is the disruptor. The disruptor. The first time I heard about this terminology was back when I was in therapy, and the disruptor is known as a person or a thing that prevents something, especially a system, process, or event, from continuing as usual as expected. You might think to yourself, I don't think that's good. Oh, this is really great. I want to bring to your attention that everything that you have at your hand right now that makes your life so much easier and convenient, it was an idea that was born in the mind of a disruptor. Another definition for disruptor is a company or form of technology that causes radical change in an existing industry or market by means of innovation. Just think about how Amazon has revolutionized the way we do shopping. Sometimes I rather go to Amazon and buy clothing than go to a local store. Because right now you can go on the comments and see people doing reviews. Sometimes people put their weight and height, which really helps. And they talk about the fabric and the quality, so that saves you a lot of time. Why it's so important to be a disruptor and to have disruptors around you? Because a disruptor is going to push you to the next level. A disruptor is going to help you to find out a strength that you didn't know you had. And you see that in a movie in three different ways. I'm not going to give a spoiler. You see when an idea was proposed that seemed very crazy. You see as a person in leadership that pushed a mentor that pushed a mentee to go beyond their limits. And you see a third character that went against the odds, what it was expected for him or from him concerning his family background. Why disruption is so important? Because disruption makes sure that you don't stay mediocre, that you don't stay comfortable. Comfortable is the opposite of growth. Comfortable means new things are not happening. Comfortable is you might feel good about how life is going on right now, but you don't have a bite. You don't have passion. Maybe you are there right now as you're listening to me. Maybe you are there right now. Or maybe you are so scared to become a disruptor because by definition you would say, gee, I'm not sure if I want to be a disruptor because it seems like you come to cause a problem. No, a disruptor comes to reveal a problem that has been there all this time, but people decided to ignore. That's the greatest difference. So what are some problems that you yourself already have seen and have pointed about certain areas of your life? It might be in your group, it might be in your family, it might be in your line of work, and even might be in your spiritual life, maybe with your finances and the way you take care of your health, that you've noticed and it bothers you. That's when you know a disruption is coming into your life. When that thing bothers you and it doesn't bother anybody else, that's your disruption talking to you. I'll give you mine as an example. So for the longest time, I knew I was going to live abroad. It was just a matter of time. I've known this since I was 12, 13. But I always thought I was going to live in England because I grew up listening to Paul McCartney and Elton John. So I thought that's the place I'm going to live there. But then as I mature and then as I got closer to my 15s and 16, I felt a pull towards USA out of the sudden. I felt a pull towards USA, and most of the artists I used to listen to at the time were from USA, and American culture just became very intriguing to me and very interesting to me. And one of my favorite movies at the time was Jerry Maguire, that it talks about the story of overcoming limiting beliefs. So I remember being 15 years old and that movie already speaking to me in a way that other movies didn't have the power, the disruption to bring that passion out. So eventually in 2018, I left Brazil and I was criticized by it. You're going to go to live abroad you have 1 semester to finish college and you're going to leave Brazil to go to USA to do an exchange program. And people were like, you're crazy, why don't you just finish, then you go? And I said, well, no, this is my opportunity, I'm going to explore. Brazil is not leaving the map. This was even before I met my husband. I always had that, that desire to go out. And I said, if for some reason I can always come back. Because I thought I was just, the day the opportunity came in, I would just study and come back. But God was so good to me that he gave me everything at once. He gave me the exchange program, he gave me the boyfriend, he gave me the fiance, and he gave me the husband. Everything together. So that's so wonderful. And here's the thing, but if I had not had the courage to be the disruptor, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And what's funny is when it comes here that it talks about the person that breaks free from what is expected out of them, family-wise, was my father always wanted me to go to law school. And my brother too. And we never wanted. And to this day, it's almost, he looks down on us because we never went to law school. Because in Brazil, you either go to law school or you study to become a doctor, or you study to become an engineer. It's a big deal. Or you study to pass on a government exam and have a great job. But I never identified myself with any of that, ever. So I had the courage to be disrupted and disrupt, and here I am. Now, American citizen, great life, great marriage, great spiritual life, exposed to so many people of different cultures. I would not do anything different. And maybe this is a video to remind you that it's time to disrupt yourself, and it's time to disrupt the system, and it's time to disrupt what is expected out of you. Get some disruptors around you. They will reveal to you your greatness and what you were born to do on this earth. My name is G. Scott, your favorite gangster. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.